Hi guys, this is Tanzanian and welcome back to the channel. So today I am finally doing that video I've been waiting to do for a very long time. So I think let's just bring it back like a few years back. I think it was maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, I can't recall, but I saw this woman make this fantastic, amazing black feature wall in her bedroom, and I was like, when I get my house, I don't care how long it will be, I don't care when that will be, I want to do this feature wall in my bedroom. Like, this has been my dream forever. So lo and behold, finally this Friday I got all the supplies that I needed to get this project done, and I was like, here we go, let's get it. So the first thing that I did, I made a plan. So let me show you my plan. This is my Mindset is Everything notebook, and this is where I jot all my plans and everything. So I took measurements of exactly how much my wall is. So it was like 149 inches going that way, and then the height is 7 feet 8. I knew exactly how many panels I'm gonna need, how much I'm gonna need to cut on the peel and stick paper for the wall. Basically, I already had a plan and all the measurements needed. So I did this like the week before. I needed 6 pieces of ram board. So what I needed to do is cut these ram boards into a very specific size, which is 22 inches by 8 feet 7, and I needed 6 pieces of these.
Yeah, I'm tongue-tied, twisted around your finger like a piece of string. I'm winded, chasing after your ghost is real exhausting. I'm in love, but I don't think it's what I thought it was supposed to be. Love story, no guts and no glory. How did I get so dizzy, thinking of you? I don't usually get it.
Once I got my 6 pieces, I had to paint the ram board black. I used the same color that I used downstairs. I had the black already, so I was like, might as well use the same one. So I used the same one, Behr, Nightclub, and I just painted onto the ram board. So okay, once that was done, I just let it dry overnight, and the next day, which is Saturday, I started on the project. Everything will be linked down in the description of exactly what I used. So what I had to do first, I took the black contact paper and cut it up into 6 inches. Mind you, I already had all the measurements, so this was the size of my room according to how thick I want the panels to be, the ram board, and how thin I want the black contact paper to be. So I decided I want it to be 6 inches, that way the ram board can go on top of the contact paper and the glue. At this point, I'm applying the contact paper first onto my wall, and then the idea is to take the ram board and the silicone adhesive, the clear one, and that is gonna go between the contact paper and the wall, because the adhesive is kind of like strong, and I feel like if you put it directly on the wall, when you decide that you want to get rid of this design, it might just like come off a little too aggressive, like it might peel off some of the paint or some of the particles from the wall. The woman specifically said that she put the tape on top of the contact paper, and that way if you peel out the contact paper, it goes out with all the board and everything, so it's easy to remove in case you don't like the design. This is one thing I liked about it. It even made it more practical, because I was like, well, if I try it and it doesn't turn out the way I wanted it to, I can just easily take it off. Okay guys, I just wanted to explain a few things of exactly how I'm measuring my wall and like doing the measurements. So basically, from this corner all the way to up here of this part is 22 inches, and that is the width of this board. Okay, so with that said, I need to make sure that I use the contact paper. I need to place that 6 inches wide, but I want the gap in between to be 4 inches. The reason I'm doing 6 inches, that means from here to here, is because I only want 4 inches to show. But at the same time, I want to stick on the glue. I don't want it to go directly on my wall, because I don't want it to ruin my wall. I want it to be on top of this. So I'm giving it a 1 inch thickness so that it lays on top of my of the contact paper. So the contact paper will start from here to here, but then the board will end here. That means this part over here will be the tape that is holding the contact paper to the board, and then this part will be the exposed part. I guess I better just show you. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just did a quick math and that's what I figured out. Okay, so one more thing I need to explain. This little tool is the best thing that I've ever done. Honestly, it just makes measuring so much easier. So basically what's happening right now, it gives me a line of, you see how my mark right here, that's where the contact paper is supposed to start. So that way, and it's supposed to end over here. So this is just giving me an outline to make sure that I'm staying in line and everything is staying straight and I'm not like going outside the lines or anything, so everything stays straight. So it's just like a little measurement trick that I'm doing, and I know this is leveled again just because that's totally leveled right in the middle over there and the line is straight.
Like it like this.
So as you can see, I already laid my contact paper right here. I got the corner piece. That corner piece is a little smaller because it doesn't matter, it's not going to be seen, so I didn't see a point of it being like extra large like this one. I just realized that I might need more of this contact paper, which sucks. That means I won't be able to finish this project today, but regardless, I'm just gonna do as much as I can today. So right now is the fun bit part. I hope this is the part that is so important. I'm gonna put the cardboard on top of this whole situation and see how that looks, and hopefully everything lays flat and nice and professional. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna be using to stick the cardboard onto the contact paper is this silicone clear tape. So the lady in the video just took like large strips of it, say like that much, and just cut and then stuck it on to the side like that.
Well, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Get like this. No.
This is how we're looking right now. I have not taped from here all the way down because there's a situation here that I feel like I need to wait for my brother-in-law to come and help me out with this. He's coming later on today. So you see back here there's a socket, and I thought I could just pop up the front part and then just like cut it out and then put this on top of this. But the problem is this one is attached to some little wires over there, and I'm not even gonna try and mess with those wires, like, because they're like connected somewhat to the socket. Like I have to undo the wires, and I just don't trust myself to do that. So I'm just gonna let this hang and sit here for now. All right guys, so there's something that I have to mention to you if you ever decide to do this on your wall. So this tape is amazing, fantastic. It sticks to the, like, it sticks on, it has like the super stick power, because you see how the cardboard is curved, but the tape is strong enough to just hold it straight into the wall, as you can see up there. But the only problem is it is a pain to get this red part out so that you can get to the tape. It's a pain. So the first one, I didn't know how hard that would be, so I stuck it to the wall and I was trying to remove it while it was already hanging on the wall, and that was really hard. So one tip I can give you is like start pulling a little bit of the ends of the tape off before attempting to put it up on the wall.
Like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Well, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Get like this. Get like.
I started to notice a few things. Okay, so the first thing is, like, I realized, like, even if you're like half an inch off or less than that, it makes a big impact. I didn't think it would matter that much, but it does. And me, I love DIYs. I've always just loved to do my own thing, but I just didn't like if a DIY comes out looking more like art and craft project, like something a child did, or like it doesn't look professional. That's not my goal over here. I want my DIYs to look super professional and everything like that. So I noticed that the RAM board was not laying flat onto the wall, and I was like, okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe I can get over that. So I decided, let me put on a second board up just to see how it looks. If it still bothers me, then I don't know, I'll see if there's any solution to that.
yeah, go with it, man.
Girl, I'm filming.
Now come on, you're done.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I put on the second RAM board up, and to be honest, it was still doing the same thing, just bunching on the corners. I just don't like the way it looks. And at this point I was so exhausted from the measuring and stuff, and I was like, you know what, let me take a break from this. Maybe I'm just exhausted, let me take a break from it, go downstairs. So I went downstairs, watched something on Netflix, and I came back upstairs and went to bed, and I was like, I'll deal with this in the morning. I'll look at it in the morning and see how I really feel. So I wake up in the morning and I look at it and I hate it. Ugh, I hate it. Like, I don't like the way it looks. It just looks like an art and crafts project. So honestly, I'm thinking I'm just gonna take an L on this, because to be honest, if I take a picture of it, it looks really nice and professional, and like you wouldn't be able to tell because you're not looking at it up close and personal. But at the same time, I have to live with this, and I see it every day, and if it makes me cringe, I don't like the way it looks. So why would I have to go through? Like, sometimes you just gotta learn how to take sunken cost, and this is my biggest L, because I actually spent some, like, I think $100 on all the supplies. Oof. So I'm just gonna try and salvage as much as I can, because you know me, I'm the queen of repurposing. One day I know I will use this material for something else, but it's just not gonna be for this exact same wall. I'm sorry if you came here to see this beautiful wall that was living in my head for so long, but yeah, I am so sorry. I'm sorry myself that I wasn't able to get it to work exactly how I wanted it to. So now I'm just gonna take it down and just like rethink, maybe get a fresh perspective, get inspired with something else, because I know I want to do something on this wall, but it's just not gonna be the one that I thought would be. You know, I was actually thinking of just like trashing this whole video and just not even putting it out, but you know what, I think it's important to just put out there that in life sometimes just things just don't go your way. Instead of hiding my mistakes, I'm just gonna put it out there that DIYs don't always end up the way we want them to. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think maybe my mistakes were. One thing I'm thinking that I did a mistake is when I was putting on the tape, I should have done it from the top all the way to the bottom instead of cutting pieces. Maybe that would have made it more flat. And at the same time, I should have focused more on putting the tape as close to the edge of the RAM board as possible. I did, but like sometimes it was like a little off, but I didn't think it would matter. Yeah, that's another thing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess I'll just leave you with some clips of my half project loss situation over here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
She loves me.
So on top of this whole project being a fail, like the tape is so, like some of it went on the wall and it's kind of hard to remove it, and it's when it removes it, it comes off with some of the paint, which brings me to my point. Thank God, remember that day when I went to use those paint coupons to get the paint? So thank God I have paint to like do some touch-ups for all the parts that like the adhesive touched the wall. So thank God I have that. But yeah, I'm just saying, if you have coupons for paint samples for your house, use them, because you might need touch-ups here and there. You never know, you know. Not even just like something like this, just like scuff marks, shoes, people kicking the wall and stuff, touching the wall. I'll show you how it's ruined. Like, you see that some of the paint is coming off, so I'm gonna have to do the touch-up over there all the way up.
like this.